It's Saturday, 22nd of March, and we've got a lot of things to talk about in this video, so let's keep it fast. So this week we have an evaluation unit of the Austrian Audio Composer here at the store. Now this is a headphone that some people are saying is the logical upgrade to the Sennheiser H800S. I would say soundstage isn't quite as wide as a Sennheiser H800, but tonally this is one of the better sounding bright headphones that I've heard. So come in, have a listen, let us know what you think. And for our grand announcement today, Minidisc is proud to be the first Australian retailer to offer IEMs from Japanese brand Acoustune. Now, Acoustune is a brand that we've had our eye on for quite a number of years because we keep hearing good things about it from our customers. So we're really excited to bring it here to the store. We're launching with two series of IEMs, the RS series, which is professional in-ear monitoring, and we've got the HS series, which is targeted towards audiophiles. Let's start with the HS series because those are the IEMs that Acoustune is most famous for. So all the Acoustune HS series IEMs are built around a central acoustic chamber which houses the driver, and that's actually physically separated from the external frame. And not only does that help reduce resonance, but it also looks really cool. So you get IEMs that have a design like a robot from Gundam or Evangelion. Now the HS1750 CU is the triple black all-rounder. I actually bought a pair of these from Zeppelin in Singapore even before we started having our talks with Acoustune. And I've got to say, it's one of my favorite IEMs at that price point because it's sort of like the Dita Mecca that I talked about in an earlier video, in that it's a warmish sounding IEM with a little bit of a vocal lift and gently rolled off highs, a little bit flatter overall than the Mecca, but it's a really good tuning for genres like Anisong or K-pop because it gives you that vocal lift and that energy without necessarily sounding harsh or sibilant. So I think it's one of those kind of natural all-rounders that a lot of people are going to enjoy if you want something a bit more fun. Next is the 1900X, which is like a more refined version of the 1750. So the 1900X uses a Myrinx driver with a titanium dome, and the sound is overall a little bit more detailed with more of a sense of separation in the highs than the 1750. So it's a little bit less forgiving than the 1750 with some pop genres, but at the same time, the increase in high frequency detail makes it a lot more rewarding for genres like instrumental, acoustic, that sort of thing. So it's a little bit of a drier tuning, but not necessarily harsh, and I think it's again a really good natural all-rounder if you want something that sounds a little bit more grown up. And now we get to the flagship HS 2000 MX series, and here's where things get really interesting. Because you know that acoustic chamber that I was talking about earlier? Well, on the HS 2000 series, that chamber is actually modular and interchangeable. So you can actually unscrew and take out that module, and you can replace it with a variety of differently tuned acoustic chamber units that use different materials and different drivers. Acoustune calls this acoustic capsule technology, and on the HS 2000 MX Mark III unit that we received first, this one comes with a pure silver acoustic chamber and a beryllium dome driver inside. So this ACT47 driver unit has more of a direct V-shaped sound. It's super exciting with a laser beam focus on the treble and the vocals and really punchy bass but scooped lower mids. And I would say that this one is a little bit less of an all-rounder and more like a kind of lightweight sports car kind of sound. So it's super exciting. It's not necessarily going to be your daily driver, but it still puts a smile on my face because it makes everything sound kind of big and shiny and fast. So along with the HS series, we also have the RS series. RS IEMs are designed for professional in-ear monitoring, and they use the same Myrinx driver, but it's tuned flatter for professional use. The RS1 is targeted more towards stage performers, so it's got a little bit more lower mid-range suitable for vocalists. And the RS3 has a little bit more high frequencies and it's designed as a studio reference monitor. So even though the RS series IEMs are entry-level in-ear monitors, what's great about them is that Acoustune has really considered all the common failure points of in-ear monitors around this price range. So the RS series have really simplified two-piece earpiece constructions so that there's a minimum number of parts, and that means a more solid build and less chance of things like broken nozzles. They are designed to withstand up to a 250 milliwatt impulse, so they're less likely to die from sudden, loud, accidental inputs. And the cables are lightweight and they use lengthened Pentacon ear connectors, so the connectors themselves are less likely to fail over time. All of these things make the RS1 and the 3 great in-ear monitors for professional use, but they're also good as daily beta IEMs that you don't necessarily have to baby. So we're really excited to launch these Acoustune IEMs in Australia, and as a special launch promo, you can use the coupon code LAUNCH10 during checkout to get 10% off any of these Acoustune IEMs. That will run through April 2nd. So it's a great chance to experience what are some of the best single dynamic driver designs that I think currently are on the market today. Come in, have a listen, let us know what you think, and I'll see you next time.